Okay, so here we have my S is for Space vinyl record. Now, this is the first vinyl record I ever, or actually it's the second vinyl record I ever released. The first one was with the X-Idols and the Pill Popper EP. But this is the first one as a solo artist, even though it's a band name because I was too chicken to use my own name. But right after this, I started using, well, not right after this, actually a couple years later, a few years later after this, I used my name, and I've been using it ever since. But anyways, I've been waiting a long time to pop this in because I didn't want to pop it in unless I was making a video, and to show you guys. And I'm gonna play In My Blue Car. This is a lot of my friends say this is one of your best songs. So you are hearing what some of my friends think is one of my best songs, and I'm good. I have not heard this in a long time on vinyl record, so I'm very excited about this. Matter of fact, I got to set the speed, I think, because I was listening to the Dokken record, the new Dokken record, which is a normal length record. And okay, so this is a little EP, or a little what's it called? 33? I forget. Here we go. This is In My Blue Car. When I perform, I usually play this when I do solo shows. It's backwards piano for real, by the way. This recorded in '93, released in '94.
Sky's dark and the trees are red. It's a lovely time out there. It seems like years since I've been outside. Everyone has been away.
That's me singing and playing guitar. Yeah, I love hearing vinyl records. Just the scratchiness of it.
I know when I can stand being talked to death, it's the only place to go. I like to dream of what I can be. No one's laughing, no one ever breathes. I can't erase the memories. I can only drive
In my blue car. Nice vocal from Dennis. Little whistle feedback. Me and Dennis, but you mostly hear Dennis. I'll give credits at the end. Alright, there you go. There's my vinyl record. Let's stop here. Alright. right, let's check out take a look at the credits, and we'll look at the record first, real quick, real close. Okay, so it's Toe Records. That's Karen Schwartz's label in Chicago. She was originally the manager of Imagine World Peace. And this is S is for Space is named after the bass player in this band, Doug, from the band Roxanne, actually, and Red or White Flag, the punk band, the original member, actually. And one of their records was called S is for Space. And I go, oh, it's a great name for a band. And he's like, I don't really want to use that, but all right, that sort of thing. And I was like, oh, okay, anyways, I really liked it. And it says made in the USA, 45 RPMs. Okay, so 45. Okay, this is the left side. Cause I didn't want to have a featured song like an A and a B side. I didn't want a B side because I don't think of either one of these songs as B sides. So that's how that went down. Toe Records number 3, 1995. Oh, 1995. So and I was written in recorded in 94, released in 95, and I believe I wrote it in 93 when I was still in the X-Idols or just outside of the X-Idols, something like that, like right at that time. My Sunshine Music, BMI, that was what I signed with when I signed with X-Idols. We signed a publishing company or whatever it is called. I don't even remember. And that was, so I named it My Sunshine Music. And the song on the other side is called Sunshine, so there you go. And that was like a theme of mine, sunshine, be sunshiny, basically. And which is opposite of everybody else in the band. Produced, written, and arranged by Keith Kessinger, that's me. And all rights reserved and all that crap. All right, so let's look at the credits here. So let me put it down. Actually, and I'll listen to the other song later. I'm just one song at a time because there's only 2 songs, and this is just my way of promoting this. I do have this for sale, but I don't like to actually sell it because I only have a couple of little stacks of them. And so I've had them for like 30 years, so I don't actually want to sell these. All right, so anyways, Sunshine is the right side, left side in my blue car. S is for Space is Keith Kessinger vocals. Is this in the camera? Oh, by the way, the album cover is a bubble gum me and my Uncle David chewed and got sick. We put it on a basketball because we were nauseous from all the sugar. And I got cake stuff, like sprinkles and candles and stuff, and I put it on it, and I put it in the grass and had it photographed it. I guess I photographed it. I'm not sure who photographed it. I guess it would say in the credits. And anyways, it might even be professionally photographed now that I think about it. And anyways, I can't remember. Let's read it. So, Keith Kessinger vocals, guitar, and keyboards, yes, on the Sunshine, really. And I guess the one chord on backwards piano. And I guess in the synth part, little violin synth part. Okay, so in my blue car. So Robbie Schweitzer, drummer, he was drummer of Roxanne at the time, the second drummer, and Boogie Nights as well. And that's how I wound up knowing them, because we were friends and we played together, X-Idols and Roxanne. We met in Hawaii. The singer and the bass player were out there on vacation, and we were playing there at the rock club, the Rock Cellar, Jazz Cellar it was called the year before. Okay, so anyways, backing Doug McRoy, he was also the bass player in Roxanne and Boogie Nights, and I guess Spasmatics now, and bass and backing vocals on Sunshine, and Dennis Gladeau, bass and backing vocals on In My Blue Car. That's my childhood friend, actually, from my high school era, although he didn't go to high school. Ernie Zumaya, guitar on In My Blue Car, also a high school friend, and he played with me guitar in Dirty Tricks as well. And so there you go, Dirty Tricks guitar player. And Matt Chigi, who passed away, and and Dennis had a stroke, so unfortunately, he had, that's not a bad one too. So Matt Chigi, he passed away hit his head on a rock. I think he slipped and hit his head on a rock and then fell into a waterfall and then drowned or was drowned or something like that. You know, just very tragic. 2009. Okay, keyboards on Sunshine, and he's also a producer. He produced the Steel Panther's first EP, which was when they were called Metal Shop. That's his recording, and he recorded my band as well with Joel from Blackboard Jungle. We were called Octopussy. In My Blue Car, engineered by Sean Freehill. He also did the X-Idols album. We made sure that we got him hired for that. So he engineered that. And so I had him engineer this. He engineered the Magic World Peace demos too. And he engineered like a lot of our good stuff. All our stuff that sounds good, he did it. At Kitchen Sink Studios, Hollywood, California. Sunshine engineered by Mike Bosley at Sandbox Studios, Hollywood, California. Thanks to Rick Parker. Yeah, so Rick Parker from Lions and Ghosts, he recorded And So Does Conway. It was one of the songs on this EP. It's not on this single, but it's on the 4-song cassette version. There was no CD version released of this. We were trying to get extra artsy. No CD. Yes, cassette and vinyl only. Alright, so anyways, Rick Parker, he recorded And So Does Conway for free, which is really nice of him to do that. And produced, written, and arranged by Keith Kessinger, that's me. Executive producer, Karen M. Schwartz, 1995, Toe Records. Artwork by David Landry Jr. He's the original drummer of Roxanne, which I ended up playing with in Boogie Nights, but I didn't know him at the time. And he also did the album cover for the X-Idols. Coincidentally, these companies were hiring him, and without even knowing that I would end up, and I didn't know him at the time, but I'd end up being in a band with the guy that did 2 of my album covers. Just bizarre. Okay, cover concept by Christy Motter. Actually, it was my idea. That's my first girlfriend. I just did that to be nice. I was watching it on her TV. Some kids having a contest if they could build the biggest pile of bubble gum, and so all these kids were putting their gum in this big pile. And anyways, I thought that would be a cool imagery, because like Smashing Pumpkins or Teenage Fan Club, sort of like playful alternative imagery, I guess. And okay, so My Sunshine Music, BMI 1995, all rights reserved. Toe Records limited edition number 68. And so that's good. Yeah, there you go. All right, well, thank you for listening, and I'll play another song in the future. The the cassettes as well. Okay, there you go. I got photos as well too. Okay, there you go.